how much are you going to spend at the Oddities Expo?
I don't care. Because to me, the story is worth way more than the money. And I got some stories. In accordance with the TikTok rules, the last one is going to be the best, but really, it's just because it's at the bottom of the bag. So let me show you what I got at the Oddities Expo. Now, first off, you guys need to understand that I used to work at Endo Pharmaceuticals, the fine folks that brought us fentanyl, so that's why I am absolutely in love with medical quackery. Really, any vintage medical equipment, but quackery is just the most fun. Now, what that is like anything that has been debunked scientifically over the years that at one point in time was considered like cutting edge. And that includes the stuff that they used. I'll have to look up exactly what this is, but from what I'm seeing so far, it looks like hydrochloric something. But that's not the best part. Check out this topper. That is a glass-on-glass fitting, but look at that freaking cut, dude. Look at how wild that is. They took time with stuff like this back in the day. I mean, this is a hand-blown glass because you can see where the punt was down at the bottom. This stuff was not mass-produced. This was one of a kind, made by hand back in the day. That's why I think it's so cool. But this isn't it. Let's move on. Oh my god, stickers. I got all the stickers. First off, I really appreciate people using stickers as their business card. It's just a brilliant idea. Keep it up. And I'll have to tell you more about these two in a second because there's a bit more to this story. First sticker vendor I stopped by, I got these guys. They Live references will always be a favorite of mine. Then the next one, oh man, these are awesome. These are so great. First off, yes. I really dug the like the Mars Attacks kind of vibe of it. Again, They Live. And who doesn't love pizza? But this is a mystery pack. So we're gonna find out what's in here together. All right off the bat, this is amazing. I was a proud member of the Always Rewinded Club. Is that Harambe? Oh yeah, that's cool. And oh yeah, last but not least, this one, I really dig that. These are all going on Candy DeVito, by the way. So these two stickers I actually traded for, but I also got a preserved mouse in a jar. Now here's the cool part of the story. What did I trade for those things? That tooth. I literally traded one of my teeth for a mouse in a jar and two stickers because the story is always more valuable. Now, you remember how I said that the last one was the best? That wasn't the last one. I got one more thing and then I show you the last one. This does not fit into the medical quackery or anything like that. It's just a skeleton key because it's freaking cool. Real metal, kind of heavy. I mean, I like it. All right, so here's the last one. This is the one that I am most excited about, most happy about, and oh my god, I can't believe I even found it, especially for this price. This, my friends, is a vintage electroshock therapy kit. It still has the freaking sponges, and they're still squishy. Now, I need to do a little bit more research on where exactly this goes. But like I said, I like medical quackery. And if you know anything about medical quackery, you'll know that there's a possibility that goes where you think it went. But here's the kicker on this one. This thing was a portable unit, that's why it's so small. And down here in the bottom is where the electricity came from. If I'm not mistaken, there would have been a hand crank and this would have been a capacitor of some sort that would have held up all the electricity and then been administered by pushing this button. Now, like I said, I'm gonna have to do more research to find out exactly all the things this thing did, but like, it's just amazing that like someone would show up to your house with something like this, hook it up to a loved one, shock the hell out of them, and oh, by the way, the mentality behind that was much like, you know, when they shock your heart when you're having a heart attack. They think that if they shocked your brain, it would stop it and it would restart normal. That's why I love medical quackery. So like I said at the beginning, I do not care how much this stuff costs. The story behind something like this is just, it's worth more than any amount of money. So I'm definitely gonna do a follow-up video with all the information I find out about this thing, but till then, stay tuned and stay weird.